Hi guys, it's your girl Miss G, and as always, I'm back with another video. I'm sad to report that a 19-year-old new mom was stabbed to death while defending little sister from bullies. Talia Stevenson did what most big sisters would do if their little sister was being bullied. The 19-year-old, who gave birth to a baby girl less than a month ago, was stabbed on Sunday, September 1st after a fight broke out between several girls near the Atlanta area home where she resided. Stevenson was said to be protecting her 14-year-old sister, who had an ongoing dispute with bullies for a couple of weeks now. But when I read further into the information, you guys, I found out that the 14-year-old who stabbed Talia also had stabbed another man who was there as well. She came and told her sisters, and they just came out to say, "Leave her alone." Stevenson's mother, Alphonsa Simmons, "They were all right here in front of my house," Simmons said. "I'm like, y'all need to move, but they just lashed out on my daughter and was standing right here. And the girl ran around and attacked my daughter." Police arrived at the scene at the Carroll Heights section of Atlanta around 7 p.m. on Sunday to find 18-year-old Gary Banks with a stab wound to the arm and Stevenson, who was laying down in the driveway. She died shortly at Grady Hospital, where Banks was treated for non-life-threatening injuries before being released. Wow. Jashanti Marshall, 14, who reportedly fled the scene, was charged with felony murder in the death of Stevenson. It's unclear if she has a lawyer and if there are also charges being brought against her for stabbing of Banks. She was a bright young lady looking to get ready to make a future for herself, Simmons said about her 19-year-old daughter, who recently was accepted in a nursing program in Atlanta Technical College and gave birth to a newborn daughter named Riley on August 12th. Wow. All I gotta say is that these bullies nowadays are getting more and more dangerous. They don't care what they do to kids anymore. Like, they are going for the jugular. They don't care if they're killing kids these days. And I also have to say that the parents are also responsible, because you don't know if your child is being a bully or not to someone else's kids. And if someone coming to you guys and telling you guys, "Hey, your child is bullying my child," they should have nipped it in the butt right away, but now someone lost their life in the situation. I'm tired of bullies, like, hurting other people's kids. Like, I know how it feels to be bullied. I've been bullied all my life growing up, and it's not a good feeling. And stuff like that will make people want to kill themselves or, attack others, because nothing's being done to protect that child at all. So I'm going to show you guys the news briefing of what was said about Talia from her family.
"You took Talia Fantia Stevenson's life. You took my child from me for no reason. We don't even know your name."
Heartbreak for a mother of 5. Alphonsa Simmons told me she watched a 14-year-old girl stab her 19-year-old daughter, Talia Stevenson, in her Northwest Atlanta driveway Sunday night.
They was all right here in front of my house. I'm like, y'all need to move. This not going on. But they just lashed out, and my daughter was standing right here. That girl ran around and attacked at my other daughter.
On Sunday, Simmons says 3 girls were bullying her 14-year-old daughter.
She came and told her sisters, and they just came out to ask them and say, "Leave her alone."
Police told me shortly after there was a large fight. Meanwhile, Simmons says Talia just had baby Riley here less than a month ago and just graduated high school a year ago.
She was just a bright young lady looking to get ready to make a future for herself. She had just graduated last year in May. She was only out of school a year. It's wrong and it's cruel. And it wasn't worth it. It wasn't. You can't see her grow. You can't see her talk. You can't see her walk. And somebody took that from her. She wasn't even trying to be in an altercation. She was trying to just get her little sister.
Maya says she tried to apply pressure to Talila's neck and stop the bleeding while holding her and begging her to keep her eyes open. Maya says she doesn't understand how a 14-year-old who lives across the street could be so violent.
For you to be young, how can your mind even do that? Like, how can you even be to come out here and try to hurt somebody like that? I just hope she get what she deserved. My sister needs justice. She was gonna make sure her daughter had a future. She was gonna be the one to do it. And she was focused. She was turning everything around. I just wish I had more time with her. I really wish I had more time.